And if you guys was with me in in any of my workshop, so you guys know I'll try to create a workshop in such a way so that everything will be practical. I don't use PPT, but because I believe if you know the practical, automatic your concepts will be clear. And we'll try to solve some use cases and try to implement multiple use cases practically, so you can feel it how this particular product used to be work in the market, or what is the right use case for this product. And I will start everything from very zero. So I consider in a mind that you guys are the new in this tool or platform called Salesforce, and you have no idea about the Salesforce. So I would like to start this topic from very zero. Maybe you guys have already an idea on Salesforce, so for them there might be lots of things to be repeat, but technically I have to start the workshop from very zero. Means I feel that you have no idea about the Salesforce. So let me start from here. So so let me start from here. So if you guys talk about this website, okay, because we are was in very much in big pressure, so we had some developer. So you know what happened, how this website has been created. Okay, and you know guys, I'm not in a 2 minute you come to know what I'm going to explain you. It is very highly very highly linked to the Salesforce. What example I'm going to explain you. So I hired some developer, and the duty of this developer is to create this website. But in this website, the main thing is this form section here, this one, where this is the title we have or label we have. This is the input box where somebody come and input their name and the age and some oxygen level, something like this. And after the input, in the last, we have a submit button, the submit. Okay, and you know what, guys, when they submit this information from their mobile phone or from the browser, it reach to our server. So technically we have one operating system called Linux operating system, where we keep our server, where we have these pages. My server will receive this information, and after they receive this information, because I want this information to be used in the future also, so we can connect these guys, or maybe we can help in some way. So this information, guys, behind the scene to have this information permanent, so we store this in some database, maybe for example MySQL, some database we store. Okay, but in this entire process, if you see, okay, what I need database, but I need somebody also who manage the database. I need some guy who launch the Linux systems and also manage the Linux system, networking, security, other things. But I need some developer who know how to create this kind of form where we can get the name of the patient. Or let's say instead of patient, I can give the name called lead. Maybe you are in the business and you are marketing your product. Somebody come to you and they will post that I am interested in your product. So they will put their name and say interested. So for the company, it is a lead. For us, right now, lead is the patient over here. Okay, so they create this form, and after only this form, we can we can have this lead. And after after this lead come to our site, we store in the database. So one of my team, my team, let's say in the company, the team maybe sales team. Here, my team is IAC.volunteers. Okay, that team will go and keep on checking this database. Obviously, they might be non-technical guys. Maybe in our case, Dot is the highly trained technical guy, but maybe sales guys are non-technical guys. They don't know how to connect to MySQL database. So they also need some kind of beautiful, simple web page. Sometimes it's also known as a web app. They need some web app. And on this app, they have a search box here, type the name, enter, submit, all the name of per day, 2 days, last 7 days. Let's come up what is the lead of this day. And after they're looking at the lead, they see, okay, this look unwanted, this look very much useful. So they click and start working on this lead. So they contact to this person, maybe or by SMS, maybe email services, or maybe everyday basis. They select all the names and they do further marketing, bulk emails, and further advertisement or whatever the campaign they have, they can post maybe by SMS or by emails or maybe some other way. Or if they find one of the lead is very important, they think it might close, they will purchase our item. Okay, so they will tick there and say now, because sales team, they have 10 different or 100 guys are working here. So so there will be no confusing. For example, here we have a 600 dot guys working here. Every day we are getting 1,000 persons details. So they can tick here, they say I am Jack and I am working on this lead, I'm working on this person here, I am the one who will do further things. So they can tick there and say this is the progress we are doing. If Jack has solved this query, they say close, is not close, is still going, stop, some kind of progress they can write there. Okay, or maybe maybe some of my sales team or my further team, they can see this lead is very critical, this is a big business opportunity for us. They tick here and provide and say to my further teams, and they say I think this lead is very critical, it is very big opportunity if I talk about sales perspective. So here there's one term called opportunity in Salesforce, you will see come up. So opportunity, lead, sales, progress, progress, and all the things is very commonly used term when your company is providing some services, providing some products, products, right? And if you are a business, okay, and because you say you are a business, and you are a business, and you exist because of your customer, because your customer. Okay, so if you want to run your business very smoothly, very properly, so you should be very much be active, or I can say very much agile toward your customer. And it is also how you can maintain the relationship with the customer. One of the thing maybe if lead come up and last 2 days is there, but nobody is talking to the customer. But this may be a big opportunity for us. This might be a big deal for us. Okay, so we have to, because nowadays if you talk about company, they have thousands of lead every day come up, customer come up, right? So maybe you have hundreds of guys, but the biggest challenge is the management. How we can manage our customers. Okay, better your management would be, better your customer would be happy. More a customer would be happy. Sometimes somebody post that I want this product, but it's pure game of your sales guys or sales manager, how they interact with the customer, what relationship they maintain. Nowadays, that each reason normally company has a relationship manager with the customer, so they feel happy. Maybe they come to you just as it is, but because of the lesson, they might buy something from you. Okay, and one of the best way to manage the customer, to at least track what is going on. It is not like this. We tell the customer, okay, okay, you get the query, we mail them, SMS them that somebody connect in 30 minutes or 1 day, but nobody connect. And even though connect, it is in progress. But you say we'll help you in some form, and again you come back, you don't come back, or again you come back, but you again ask the same query. So it look like it's not look so much, so much, proper management. It's something like this. If some issue come up, guys, in some of the product, you call to customer care and say this is the issue we have, and it's initially first time you have to properly explain to the customer in the call center this was the issue. Okay, and they say we help them, and next day again you might call and they say please tell me the issue, and it doesn't look very good that they ask you what is the issue and you have to again explain the same thing again and again and again. So it look like they're not so much concerned about the customer. They don't know how to maintain the lesson. So we, in the second and third call, we feel so furious, or don't feel good to deal with this company further. Okay, and one of the drawback is because they don't have any automation tool or app or website. So again, think guys, this is also one kind of app or website, very small website. Obviously, we have a form, and the form will come to our database, and in some portal we can see it. But depend upon the product, company size, customer size, the the flow pipeline workflow, that tons of things is here. So depend okay, how you further maintain or manage the customer relationship. Okay, so better you manage the customer relationship. Okay, if you're good in management, this goes customer relationship management, this goes CRM. Okay, better the chances to deal the customer again and again and get the better and better sell, or maybe whatever you need for them. Okay, so for this, now either you can create this automation tool of this kind of website or app by yourself. For example, in my case, by chance this website is developed by one of my developer. They write the code, they create the form, they manage the database, we have the launch the server. And it is not only about to launching the server. Maybe we don't know this form become viral. Every day we're getting millions of leads and query. Here in my case, a patient, or maybe I have running with a 1 GB Linux server of the RAM, and this system might not be so good to have more query per minute or per day basis. So my server goes down or they might crash. Okay, so we need a great team. They keep on checking what happened. If more lead come up, they launch one more server, they increase the RAM, they launch one more server, they increase the RAM. It's called scalable. But they have to manage. Okay, so technically in this entire context, what I'm trying to explain you finally, okay, I need such a service, okay, that everything is almost automated. I don't need any Linux server, Linux team, database server, database team. I need everything is automated. As a request come, automatically my RAM increase, server increase, called scalable. No more query come up. It is with scale in or scale out. Scale means scale in and scale out. So scale out and scale in. Okay, I need this kind of solution. Okay, and there guys, normally it means I want somebody manage on our behalf. So anybody who are from the cloud computing background, so they know this is exactly cloud computing you're doing. So guys, here I'm referring to the cloud computing company. So they are the company who say, I will handle this part to you. I will handle server, networking, hardware, databases, team, everything we handle. You don't have to buy everything. We will do for you. We will provide this service. Typically, these services they are known as infrastructure as a service. So they say we will handle, for example, AWS is a cloud or Azure is a cloud. They will handle this thing for you. But here we want to go for next level. I don't want to need I don't want to only manage my hardware or the infrastructure. Main thing for me right now is my app. This is my website, or I can use the word called this is my web app. I want somebody manage my web app. Okay, or not management. I want somebody will create and develop my web app. Okay, they create this form, they write some inter programming, maybe PHP in Python or Java. This is called database connectivity programming. They will do. Okay, and after this they will create some internal page where my team, sales team, or here my dot guys will log in and see all the list of the person they do. They further assign this query a lead to different sales team. We can track which sales team working on which part. We can bulk SMS, we can chat with the customers. Hundreds of things is there. It's not a small thing, right? If you see in one of the big company or organization, is a big process of marketing and sales and further services. So it's a long chain and thousands and thousands guys are working here. Okay, so we want such a platform or such an app, I can say, where everything related to my product or technically related to my customer or related to my business, not only for the customer, my entire business, my entire company's team, my sales and marketing team, my customer information, my product information, everything very easily managed here. We can map the things, this is the customer, let's say Vimal, this is a product we have already, this product, the guy buy this product at this price, we get this business, this is the time we get profit and loss, we have a chart, graph, we have a prediction of the future where we use AI or machine learning or deep learning, tons of things there. Okay, but everything related to data of my business or my customer or my product, I need a platform where everything to manage. Finally, the motto is customer will be happy. So that you guys known as customer relationship management. So how you can manage your customer relationship with the business. So I need CRM app. Either you create, I hired the developer. In my case, guys, I created due to some multiple reason. I created the website. Not my I and my team has created the website. Okay, but either you create it, it's very small. Maybe in one day we can create, but I'm talking the bigger picture here. So either you create this website or platform, or some company, and there are a lot of company in the market. They think this is a very common thing in any of the business. So they created this platform for the company, and they say now you as a company don't have to worry about. We have this uh, pre tested product. We meet hundreds of company, hundreds of different teams, understand their requirement, and we create this platform for you. Biggest thing about this platform is or this app is now you don't have to create any website or any form as such. Okay, as a developer, you don't have to create a database server. Everything will manage in our data center, or I can say everything we manage from our website. Okay, and for you this is a website, for you this is your software. Technically we will manage your software also. And one interesting thing, you don't have to create your software. The software we will uh, create for you, will put there. You have to just use it the way you want to use. Okay, and that is the reason, guys, this kind of company are providing a service, and they are known as SaaS service, software as a service. And like this, there's a lot of SaaS product in the market. Depend what facility you want to get from this, guys. One of the simplest SaaS product in the market is Gmail. I think everybody know Gmail. So this also product. They have their own server. They are running somewhere. They have their own mailing application. You just go and connect and do the mail. You don't have to install and create anything in your laptop. Everything they manage. So Gmail is one of the simplest example of SaaS as a service, means software as a service, but their purpose is only for mailing. But here I'm talking about a big product where the purpose is customer relationship management or manager. There's tons of things come up, tons of department come up, sales department, marketing department, service support department, call center department, hundreds of products they have, thousands and millions of customers they have. Everybody has different requirement. Everything we have to track differently. Profit loss, accounting, tons of things come up. So again, we have a lot of platform in the market nowadays. One company called Joho, they also have CRM product. They others company also small, big company, but the leader in the market who come up with this idea, I can say mainly, or who scale like anything, who provide almost everything what big and small organizations require in their entire business process, sales process, marketing process, or any other processes they need. They have already in this portal. They say you don't have to create anything, everything related to app, or I can say the better would be your process we will provide to you. You don't have to do, and we are very much modular. Modular means if you don't need any you don't have any services, you don't use that part of this platform. So technically here I'm talking about the platform called Salesforce. Salesforce. Okay, so let me very quickly go to the website of Salesforce. So this is the site of the Salesforce. They claim they have the number one in the world. They are actually number one, because whatever they need, sales and service and marketing and partners management, employee management, different integrations, everything they have in this product, and they are core at the core. They are CRM product. Big companies, top companies in the world, I think everybody know this, and almost all the big company nowadays is somehow a customer of Salesforce. Okay, Salesforce. And I've seen, guys, this company headquarter, one of the headquarter when I was in Los Angeles, I believe. So that time I've seen, maybe if you search Salesforce, so big, beautiful building they have. They have Yeah, San Francisco. Sorry, there. So this one oval building they have. So I've been there for something, right, long back. So, but main point, main point, what actually I'm talking about. I'm talking about, so this core of this company perk is they are CRM services. That's what I want to explain to you. So tons of things, guys, you can find about the Salesforce. Okay, so let's come to our main point here. The good thing about the Salesforce is they are very much dynamic kind of product. What I mean by this, they say in your company, I'm giving you entire platform. Interesting thing is in the cloud, you don't have to create or install in your laptop, in your data center. Everything I will provide you on the cloud, software as a service. Come there, create the account, ask your team member, create the account, and start your process. That's all. And everything behind the scene of update part, scalable part, everything is seamless. You don't have to worry about, right, about anything. Everything will be seamless. Okay. But the good thing is, good thing is, they say now if you think you have to just manage the sales part here, or you just want to manage the marketing part here, that's all. Just go and use it, because we are very much custom, modular approach. Means just if you want to add sales, you can add sales. You want to add marketing, add it, remove it. So we are like a modular approach. Whatever you want to manage on the top of us, that's called process, sales process or marketing process. What I want to manage, just manage on the top of us. Okay, and that easy reason, they say in the Salesforce they use the word called apps. Okay, so they say we have already created an app for sales, we have already created an app for marketing, we have already created an app for your customer, for the employees, right? So tons of apps we have. Okay, so what apps you want to use, you can use it. So this platform is very much customizable, very much modular. They say after based upon my team research, my use case, what companies keep on saying, asking, we can updating our apps. We can make it apps as much as sorry, as much as customizable plus mature, that almost it fit in everyone's environment. But if somebody want to change this app according to their need, remove and add, we are again very much dynamic, very quickly as such, without having a programming knowledge. Or maybe sometime some basic programming knowledge we need if you go to some different advanced customizable, that where you can use a very basic language, CSS, HTML or JavaScript, that almost basic any developer know they can use. If they want to do some more customization in the app, but as otherwise as such, without any knowledge of the language also. For example, if you ask you to create this form, so without having any knowledge, you can create the form, and plus create the database, plus search in the database, plus have the portal, manage the multiple user very quickly, just clicking here and there. You can do it. Anybody can do it, I can say, without having the knowledge. So because idea simple, companies say we are in the agile world. I don't want to check the skills of my developer, of my IT team. I want my page to be ready. I want my app to be ready, data to be manageable. That's called data management. So that's what I need. That's a key of our business. So I don't want to check my IT team skills. I want to use this app so my customer start working, and we can manage the customer relationship or other process also. So they create this platform and they came maturing this platform as simple as they are. Okay, but here guys, they use the murder approach. Whatever the process you want to manage, you can come and manage it. Okay, that's one thing. But there's one more facility they give you. Mostly all the main processes in the organization, they have the app already created that you can customize if you want. They already have, but they also give you facility if you want to create your own app. Because you have very different requirement. For example, this is the very different requirement we have right now in this Serve Humanity org. Very different requirement. Okay, here this is no sales, This is not marketing. This app is very different based upon our customer's requirement, where we collect the information of a patient and so in database, search, and all the things, we can do it further. So most of the guys, because this is a very different requirement. So for this, if you ask Salesforce, they might don't have any pre-created app available. Then you can go for create your own app based upon the customer requirement, or maybe whatever app you have already, you can change there, or better, you can create your own. Interesting thing is here, without knowing your programming knowledge also, we can create this app or create the software very quickly without knowing as such programming skills and other skills. Because creating the app is not only things, you have to manage data also, network security, tons of things we have to manage. Then only we can launch the app in the market. But they can do everything for us. So guys, that is the core of or agenda of this workshop. Okay, so agenda of the workshop, guys, here I'm not only showing you how to use the Salesforce or how to use the pre-created app. That is very simple to do. Mostly, guys, in the Salesforce training, this is the commonly seen topic, where that we have a sales app, we have a marketing app, we go there, create the record, search the record, that anybody can do it. Maybe some small changes you can do, so anybody can do it. So it's not a technical stuff, I feel. And by chance, I feel mostly the guys here who joined this workshop, they are somehow belongs to technical field. But even though I try to make this workshop in such a way that even though you are not from the technical field, you can understand every aspects of it and you can configure it. Okay, so interesting thing about this particular workshop is I'm going to show you how to create your own app inside the Salesforce. That's the one topic we are going to cover in this workshop. Okay. Initially, my plan and the way we announced this workshop, if you see, the plan was and the agenda was to show you Salesforce, the use case, the requirement, concepts here like CRM that I'm explaining to you, plus show you how to use it, the Salesforce. But I thought, okay, let's do at the next level, okay, to give you extra knowledge as a bonus from our side. Okay, and let's show you everyone how to create. So depend upon your requirement, maybe you got a requirement something like this, or maybe depending on requirement, anybody can use by the way they want to use. So I thought to have this topic, and that is the reason, guys. Maybe this workshop will go a little bit longer. Plan was of 4 hours, but it might go to 5 or 6 hours, maybe. Okay, it's good for you. It's extra bonus from my side or our side, I can say. So maybe, guys, we have to divide this workshop in 2 days actually. And the other reason also, guys, why I want to divide, because by chance this workshop of 4 hours, but I had a very urgent meetings because of this facility. Tomorrow we are opening. Okay, so I can also take this workshop longer today. So maybe today, guys, just for 2 hours, we'll conclude this today's topic. Okay, and remaining 3 hours plus will, guys, continue this topic in the next next day. When the next day will, guys, update you, but we'll try to have this further part in next weekend, maybe Saturday, Sunday, but we'll update you guys the final date in your respective WhatsApp group. So again, it is extra benefit. You also get extra time to practice what I am doing today. Okay, and one more small thing, guys, by chance who are normally doesn't attend one of other my workshop. Normally, guys, we do a workshop around 4 hours. We do a break in between, and so I'll take the Q&A 2 times before the break and before everyday conclusion. So any query, guys, you have, because 21 guys asked me query, I'm not checking any Q&A here. Q&A here. So before we conclude today, I'll check the Q&A, and then whatever query you have, guys, you can post there. Okay, so let's move directly to the CRM. So focus area is very clear. agenda is very clean. We are going to create our own app in the Salesforce. And I believe at a higher level, you understand the Salesforce. And if you try to understand the way I explained to you, you might now understand why industry need this kind of product and why this product is so famous in the companies and why they have a lot of jobs in the Salesforce. Okay, because they don't want to invest their time and money to create their platform from the scratch. Better than just create the pre-created platform because their time saved, they can do more businesses. There's the whole funda, and one of the funda of agile concept. Okay, things to be faster. This is one of the core principle behind agile. One of the principle behind the agile. Agile is one concept actually. Okay, so let's move to the Salesforce. Okay, so if you want to guys work on the Salesforce, so because we are going to develop our own app, want to use the Salesforce, so you can create an account in the Salesforce. So if you go for search Salesforce developer login, if you search this term, okay, here you can create your own account in the Salesforce as a developer account where you can use the app that is already created, test the app, customize the app, or you can create your own app. Okay, from this page. So there's a login page here, or maybe get your own developer edition here. So if you go and sign up in this link, okay, so how to sign up? Pretty simple, nothing very complex here. Fill the name and detail, submit. They send the email and something like this. So very, I think this is not technical. So just go and create your own developer edition here. And right now, guys, we are logging into Salesforce Lightning platform. So technically, they have a two platform. One is classic platform, and one is the developer platform. Sorry, one is the classic platform, classic, and one is the Lightning. Okay, so you can think classic is the older way to create something or use something. Lightning is a new way. So we are creating the account in the Lightning platform. One of the they have multiple difference, but one of the difference in the Lightning is okay. Lightning is when you create any app, they give you a facility that who is the customer of your app. They want to see the app in the mobile. They want to see in the app in your desktop and server and tablet. So they will automatically guys convert your the view of the app. It's called view. Upon your device, upon the final customer. This call they will automatically convert app into mobile view, something like this. They will convert to desktop view, something like this, tablet view. So you don't have to worry about. They will automatically convert your app into the view. Though you don't have to manage this part also. This is one of the facility Lightning will give you. SS Classic it's harder to achieve this. Plus Lightning View have more simple UI and some extra options they will support. So there's a big small difference here, but as we go forward, we might keep on checking other difference if you want. So by saying guys, we are actually logging in, creating the account in the newer platform. I think recently 2016 or somewhere, they come up with this new way of new kind of platform is called Lightning platform. So we are creating the account in the Lightning platform. And here we can create your app very faster for the enterprise. Your app will run in the cloud. One example is, let's say, Google or Gmail, for example, something like this. So app will be running on the cloud app platform. Okay. Again, it is not about creating the app. There might be multiple products in the market where you can create the apps. Okay. The way I explained to you. Here is not only the app what I'm talking about as example. I'm talking about the in one big organized company, there's tons of process also they have to manage, like sales and marketing and operations part, right? So they have multiple steps, multiple this called workflow. Everything we're gonna manage here. Okay, it's a big thing. So here I'm just picking one of the part here in this workshop, but tons of things. So entire organism things, company data we can manage here. The process we can manage it. Okay, so don't don't conclude that Salesforce only doing this thing for you, that I'm going to show you as a demo. Okay, is everything of the organization you can achieve here. Okay, so right now I already have the account, so I'm directly going to login.salesforce.com. I have my account, so I'm logging with my account. Click. So here, remind me later. So by default, you landed to the portal or the console page of your developer account, and here our plan is to create the app. So before you create the app, let me show you by default all the apps they provide to you. So in the top left corner, there's an option here, this app launcher. Here you can see all the app that is provided by the Salesforce. Okay, and one more thing I'm doing here, because I am going to click here and there a lot of time. So if you are the first time you are seeing the Salesforce, maybe it look very confusing. So what I'm doing here, I'm creating a one folder here, and all the steps I'm posting in this file, and we will guys provide this document to you for the further reference. Okay, so this folder guys will provide to you. Okay, so after guys you logging, you will get this page, and in the top there's a app launcher here. You click and they show you guys all the apps they already have: service app, marketing app, chatter app, content app. Or there's an option called view all. You can click and they will show you all the apps they have, plus based on the categories they have. Okay, so for example, one of the app they have is called Sales. If you click, it will launch the Sales app for you. And whatever normally things we need in the sales part. So if you ever work on sales team, if you ever come across with sales team, they very commonly use lead and all other things. So those things they have inbuilt. So for example, I click here, I land it to the sales app. Okay, and this is the first page of sales app. If you see in the top left, you can see there's sales name here. It means I am the sales app. And and whatever guys we need in the sales, for example, lead we need. Okay, so we have accounts, we have a campaign, we have a report, we have opportunities. For example, this one lead come up, new customer come up, and we see this lead is very critical. It will be a good sell for us. So we can tick them somewhere and they say this is one of my opportunity. So I don't have any opportunity here. I don't have any lead here, but guys, see here, everything is there. This is one portal they have already created. Either you create or they already created. For example, in my case, when I create this website, my developer has created some internal portal. After this guy's login, my dot volunteers here, I say dot, they log in the portal. Maybe the portal is not so much great, very simple portal, because it takes some time, right, to create this. And they can see the patient list and data. But here everything is created. As soon as the new lead come up, it's populated here. We can search. They have search options here, very powerful search engines and everything. We can add the new lead also from here, add the campaign. So technically they have everything. So I think it's very clean, nothing important. Interesting here, just click, create a new, put the name. Okay, so it not looks so much technical, but I just want to show you this there. You don't have to worry about. But as soon as you go to different app, okay, for example, marketing app, you will see what are the keywords and concepts we need in the marketing come up. So in the marketing, normally there's no meaning of maybe some other things. So they have a lead again. Maybe in marketing guys, they do marketing. It's not sales, it's a marketing, but maybe when marketing guys do the marketing, they normally do the campaigns. and campaigns, they write sales campaign, sorry, emailing campaigns, or or they have some topic on this, they are doing campaign, so they have those things come up. Or maybe if you go to other apps, maybe content apps, so you can guys go and check there. So I don't want to invest the time because it's so much intuitive, very clean, create and all the things. So depending on which field you are interested on, which field you're working on, you will work on, they have the app over here. But here our focus is very different. We have to create our own app. That's what our plan is. Okay, so for this, what I'm going to do, I have to go to again my home page, okay, or setting page. So in the top, there's a last third icon. Okay, this is setup icon. If you click here, current setup app, if you click here, they will take you again to the home page where we start doing the setup part. Okay, so there's a setup part here, guys. There's a lot of vocabulary, like what is object manager and something like this field. So as we go and progress in this part, you guys become comfortable about this vocabulary. Rather than I invest my time to explain you vocabulary first. So as and when the vocabulary come up, I keep on explaining you the multiple meaning and the multiple word here. Okay, so let me start from here. And before this, let's do a plan. Okay, so let me start with very simple plan, because our focus area is to understand the concept right now of creating our own app. One minute. So plan is something like this. My plan is to create the app. Let's say my app name is .app. So this is my plan. So let me start from here when we keep on adding the further thing. Okay, so for this, what I'm going to do, you are in the home, and the quick find, you can find an option called App Manager. Okay, so App Manager is one of the we can think program here who will help you to create the app or to manage the app. So click here. I landed to the App Manager, and here they show you all the app that you have right now in this particular account. So these are pre-created apps, bold solution, community, content, marketing. Okay, so these are the app cells they have. And they also listed here which app is which type. So either they are classic type or lightning type. I told you classic is older way, lightning is a new way. One small difference I already explained to you. So these are app is created by Salesforce guys, or maybe they have some communities they have created this app. Okay, or there's a lot of app already available in market that you can go and connect. There's option called here. So to connect any extra app that might be created by some third-party companies or maybe by Salesforce, you can connect. But here our plan is to create a new app. That's our plan. But if you see, guys, there's no app here with the name of a dot app, and that would be our plan. So for this, there's an option called new lightning app. Okay, and one more thing, I just want to again show you. If you search in the app, do you have any dot app? So I don't have any dot app right now. That would be our plan to create our own app. So there's option called here new lightning app in the top. I would like to click here. And now here they're asking you, can you give me your name of the app? I'm giving a dot app. That's my plan. Who created? By default their name come up, but we can tell the name of the developer here who created this app. Just let's say dot app developer one. Describe about this app for serve humanity. Okay, this is a campaign name that we are running inside the .isc.campaign. Okay, so this is a description, nothing special here. And the branding, you can put your image. So when the app come up, they come up with this logo or image. So what I'm doing here, I have some image with me of IIC dot. I'm uploading this image. Okay, so this image will come up, or you can choose your color. So whenever guys this app come up, so all the things in this app, all the page in this app will come up with this primary color. So based upon the company, you can choose your color, which color you would like to showcase here. So I'm going for red color right now. So in my branding, everywhere you will see only the red color. So guys, things very small things that these guys have think about branding color, branding images, something like this. So they show you preview here. So they say you whenever app come up, it will look like this. I don't like dot in small. I prefer dot in caps with a also cap. Okay, so it would be look like this. So it's okay, obviously yes. So let's go to next page. Okay, here guys, they talk about the form factor. So I told you guys, in because we are the Lightning app. Okay, now they have options who will access this app. So what kind of form factor you need means final look and feel, or this called view, only mobile view, desktop view, or both. So I will go for both, so that will be better. So depend upon the customer or the user, I can say better, different user of my of this app, who is the user. Okay, user is my internal team, so they can use this app from mobile and phone. They will accordingly, my form will my app will be they will change the view. Okay, otherwise there's multiple things you can go and check if you need further. So there's only thing I'm doing here. Next, okay, utility of this app, it only support in desktop. Okay, so what is utility? I'll talk in a minute. Right now I'm not selecting any utility. I don't have any utility. This all called docked panel. So I don't have any docked panel here. What I mean by this, we'll discuss in some minute. Let me go next. Okay, navigation item. Okay, what is this? Again, I'll talk in a minute. We'll add in a minute. Okay, but right now I'm not selecting anything. Let me go next. Okay, and user profile, again I'm going to explain in a minute. Okay, but I'm not selecting here, but this is very important point to understand before I submit this. Okay, this will decide, because I told you already, Salesforce is used by almost all the team in the company. So we have a sales team, we have a marketing team, we have a technological team. This team has a big hierarchy. They have a director of the cell, then we might have managers, we have associate, different products wise we have. Okay, so obviously if you, let's say if you talk about director, let's say director name is Jack, manager name is, let's say, Eric, associate name, let's say let's say Amit. Okay, so what I want, I want, or let's say this team also have different hierarchy. So I want everyone has the account, Jack, Eric, let's say here Vimal, everyone has the account in the Salesforce. In my company here, this is known as organization here. In my company, they have the account, but I want this app only used by the sales, all the members of the sales, all the department of the sales. This app, which one? This one. Okay, that this concept is called rules. So I can define that you are the app, you are the product, but who can access you? Okay, everyone who are in the sales department, who have the role called sales. None of the guys will gonna use this. So anybody who know a concept called RBAC or maybe IAM, maybe you guys might know. See, something like this, even though I don't want to elaborate further, but something like this, this page is true. So they say, tell me user profile or the role who can access this. Right now, guys, this is a pre-created profile or the role, contract manager, website authenticated, sales profile guys, support guys, community guys. Maybe you're running NGO, you can go for community guys, gold partners. Okay, so these are pre-created, very commonly used teams or profile in the company. Company they have. Okay, but there's option, guys. We can create our own customized role or the profile. Okay, with some name, and after we create this role profile, we can associate these names under this. I can say any of the names or department who are in this profile or the role can use this app. So this kind of customizing we can do. That's very important because of security. Obviously, I don't want any other team members can see my data. Even though we can do some more thing here in the future when we start getting the data from the customer of my product or some sales or other data, we can do it here and say if this data come up, only the director and the manager can see it, or Amit can also see it, but only edit can be done by manager and delete can be done by director. Amit can't able to edit, manager can't able to delete, but director can do anything. So at any kind of granular level control, we can also do it. So you will see this page again and again every time, okay, where you can define the power or role that is also on access. Right now, I'm not selecting anything. It means none of the profile can access this app. So let me go for this part. Finish, and guys, so quick, one click, your app has been created here. This is called .app with this description. Okay, and the lighting. Okay, so let me keep this page open. Okay, and what I'm going to do, and let me copy this URL. Okay, and I again go to my home page. Okay, and what I'm going to show you here in this setup page, or maybe let me go to the main page. And what I want to show you here, app is created. If I go here and search for app called dot, app is created, but is not visible. Why? Because of the power or the permission or the profile. Because right now I'm logged in with my account. I am the only guy here. Okay, in my company, let's say this is my company name. So guys, when you create your new account, they will automatically allocate this company name that we can change. Okay, so this called, you can think also like an organization here. So I have the only account, and I'm the one main account who create this account in the Salesforce. So that is called your main admin. So my name Vimal Daga here is the main admin of this account in the Salesforce. So if you want, only admin or system admin have a power to use this app than other team members or the department, right? So you can do also. And but right now we don't have a power. That's the reason this name doesn't come up. So what I'm going to do, again, I go to the same page of app manager. There's a dot app here, and in the last there's an option called arrow. If you click, there's an option called edit. So I'm editing this app. Okay, and there's option called this is one setting we have done. You can go and come and change here if you want. So in the user profile, okay, again same page come up, and here I search for, do you have any pre-created profile for system administrator? So by chance when you create account, you are a root account and you are treated as a system admin. I can select this name, and there's option called arrow, and we can submit it. Now only the system administrator, that is my account right now, can use this app. Okay, and save it. That's all. So only from my account. If in my same company other account is there, they can't able to see it. But now from my account, if I search for dot, okay, again it doesn't come up. We have to refresh this page after we change the setting. Okay, and now if I search here dot, now this come up. Okay, so this app come up, either search here, or maybe if you go to view all, maybe they might have listed here dot app. And now if you click on this dot app, okay, this is your personal page of your app. Okay, so you can think as a console or the dashboard of the dot app. Interesting thing is app created, you see everywhere they have red color in the branding. This this box with content no item, is box is also not a tab. Is also with your branding logo come up, so all the thing come up, but it is very clearly mentioned here. This is very awkward. This app doesn't have any navigation item, so you can't access them. So what technically they are trying to say here, app is created, there is no challenge in the app, but there is no functionality in the app. Means it's very simple. It's very simple. If you have this app, so obviously you need some box here, multiple boxes here. Maybe, for example, if you talk about IC dot, so here somebody come and submit the form of the patient, they can search, they can see total number of patient, something like this. So technically, guys, these are known as tabs. If you tabs, we can go here and there. It's called navigation. So we don't have any tabs for the navigation. So that's what they're talking about. And that's my next plan. How to create the tab in this app. And tab is the one who give functionality. So there's a different functionality, the different functionality. So again, if you go to ISC.page, so this is a different functionality, this is a different, this is a different. So depend, guys, inside this page or inside this functionality, what you want to add here. Okay, so it's all different. So you can think, guys, this is your home page or app, and these are different tabs or functionality, what you want to add. So something like this we want to do here. So for this, you want to add item. Item is tab here. And for adding tab, so let me keep in this page only. Let's my app open. Nothing is there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll go to my my setup page. Okay, and let's adding tab. So again, for this, if you go in the home and if you search for tab, because there's option called tabs come up. So this will come inside the main called user interface UI, because guys, this page look and feel is called user interface UI. So inside user interface, this tab option come up. Okay, and here I'm going to add a new tab. There's option called, guys, called add new tab. And so simple, guys, give attach the tab with object. Object. And right now, guys, here there's no object located. And that is one of the main topic for today. So they say add a custom object and pre-created object. Okay, and guys, that's what I want to do here, to add a custom object. Okay, so what is object here? There is a main point to be understood, because till the time you have the object, you can't able to create a tab, and without having the tab, you won't able to add here. Okay, so you're going to add something, you need a tab, and you're going to tab, you need an object. Let's go custom object, or maybe. Okay, so what I mean by this, so technically, guys, the way I started explaining you this concept, okay, I want to add functionality, something like this, with application form. Okay, where we have multiple boxes. Okay, and we can submit and we store everything in the database. Okay, so this entire form, its entire form is known as our one object. It's something like this. Anybody who know OOPS, object-oriented programming in the language. So in the programming language, when you create this kind of form, in the programming language, this kind of form is like a template. They are known as class. Anybody know OOPS by chance? Where we plan what I want here. But when we one lead, one person or one patient come up here, let's say XYZ, and submit here. So I can say one person come up, one lead come up. In the programming world, that is known as object. Here in my case, it's known as patient or maybe lead. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. They're talking about if you want to create this form, you have to create a class, or I can say the object. Okay, so that's what we have to create here. Okay, so where it is. So they say you have to create a object. Technically, they're talking about a class. And for this, again, I'm going to my home page. This goes setup page, not home page, actually, setup page. In the setup page, guys, there's option called object manager here. Let me go again back. So in this setup page that I have gone from here, okay, there's option called object manager. And here there's option called new object. So do you want to create a new object here? I say yes. So this page come up, and here they're asking detail about the object. You can think they're asking you the detail about this form. What the purpose, what exactly you want to do. So let's say I want to add the dot form. Okay, and you can create multiple object. So there's a one more level they're asking. So dot forms. So nothing special here, just this is the name. And guys, what you see as a red, it is a compulsory box. You have to fill this thing. But technically, this is just a level. But main thing, my object name is dot form. Okay. So this one, and let's say this is the application form for patients for dot, something like this. Okay. And so this one thing we have given. So nothing, we're just giving this information, what is the purpose of this object. Okay. And there's a lot of options here. We can do it, or you can, because normally it takes a lot of time to create this form. But here it won't take a lot of time, but maybe some time. So you can put here, we are into the development purpose. So anybody who will access this object, they won't able to use it. But nobody can see it actually. This will be in the development purpose. But right now in my case, I want to deploy. Means wherever I use this, I want directly deploy it there. That is my purpose. So I can actually start using it. Okay. And one more thing here, search. So I'm allowing search. Okay. So here, anybody who will put the data, we can find the record. So, search facility they provide to us. And guys, normally in the app, search facility is very important. For example, if you go here, I think here they provide the developer who create this thing. For example, I'm searching for Alok. So there's two guys with Alok come up. So it takes some time, and depends on what level of searching you are adding. So this kind of facility I want to add. Okay, so I'm just enabling search capability here. And there are a lot of options here. They can read and read what is this, learn more to understand what it is. But these are the main thing I am adding it and save. So this guys, one object created. Object means object means that we defined something we want. But main thing in this object, I want to add the I add this form actually. Where this is one of my level, or sometimes also this is one of my field. In this field, this is my input box where I type something. This is my next field. I can type something. Next field, I can type something. So we have to add a fields here in this form, or in this case, in this object. Object name is dot form. And if you want to add a field, so there's option here called field and relationship. Okay, and good thing is, guys, very commonly used field they already added for you. Okay, they added last, modified by, owner, created by. So this is very commonly used field they already added. You don't have to worry about. But but what extra field you need in the form that you can add here. Okay, so there's option called new. In the new, you are going to create a field. So you're talking about, for example, in this field, we are giving the name. So obviously, guys, you're giving the name, for example, XYZ. So what is XYZ is string. So this field is a data type called a string. A string is also known as text. If you put the number, that's a 21. So what is this? This is a number. So data type is number. So that's what you're talking about. You're going to create a new field. Tell me the field type or the data type. So let's say I'm going to create a field where my data type is text, where you can go for phone number, percentage, number, time, text area, geolocation. So almost all the commonly used field, what we normally need, they have. I'm just going for text as a field, not field, actually data type. Then next, here they're asking field level. Level is something something like this. name of the patient is known as label. So let's say my label is name of customer or name of patient. Length, there's a limit we can fix. You can say if the phone number, I don't allow more than 10 character or 20 character. Or name of patient, I don't allow more than 25 characters. Okay. Field name. So anybody who guys ever done programming in web pages, so this form behind the scene has one variable name. So whatever data you type here, this data will go to this variable, and this variable with this data go to our server and they store in the database. So that is a field name they're talking about. They auto pick guys because the variable name doesn't have a space. They automatically use underscore for you behind the scene. So in description, this is just a name of patient description. A text help text, when you take your mouse, they help you pop-up option come up maybe sometime. So just help name something I'm putting in. Okay. And sometimes in the field, for example, you see here we write star here. There's no star in the HRTCT report. So star means it is compulsory. It's called required. So you go for required. Yes. So see guys, without knowing HTML form and some of the things like required, we need JavaScript in server side, backend server side language like PHP. We need maybe to do this programming. Now we don't have to worry anything. Everything guys, they're done by this app on the cloud. Okay, we have to just tell what you need. Obviously, that nobody know. Okay, otherwise, whatever form we need, everything they do for you. That's the cool thing about this Salesforce. Not Salesforce, other product also have, but Salesforce. Power of Salesforce is the entire CRM support what industry need and very mature. Okay. Hey guys, this is again custom field security. The concept I explained to you. When this field store some data, who can see this data visible? Contact manager, support salesperson, support profiles. Which profile? Okay, so all the profile come up, or maybe only administrator. So based on security, we have to select only this team can see, this profile can see. You can go and select enable, disable, read only. You can set up it, or maybe you can change in the future. Right now, I'm not moving to this topic of RAC or system management. So let me move to next. Okay, so they say they created one field, under our object called dot form. But technically, they talking about we created this layout for you, and they give the name called dot form layout. So this layout means this look and feel is known as layout. So they say we created this layout for you. You can use wherever you want to use it. Okay, and to create new also just click, or maybe you can go save. So now in this object manager or the object dot form, this new field come up called name of the person. Okay, so let me just go for one. We can keep on adding like this. But let me go for only one field that we have created. So technically dot form object has been created. This form behind the scene using a layout, page layout. This one, and this page layout is created by me. My name is also updated here. Who updated, which account or which name updated. Okay, and this is the layout we have. Layout we have. So nothing preview here. We can go and check and preview how the layout, but technically they're talking about what field they have added all the things. Okay, now but how we use this layout? Okay, in our app. So technically, now there's two things. Let's say this is the website or app we had created, and this is the form and layout we created separate. So how we connect together? Okay, so technically what I want in my app, I want one button here. Apply now here, one button. This is called tab, and when somebody click on the tab, this will come. Something like this I want to do. But right now, if you talk about our app, our app is still empty, nothing is there. So I want to add one tab here, and if somebody click on the tab, that particular layout come up or object come up. So for this, what we have to do, so we have to go to again home, search for tab, search for tab, and here I'm going to add a new tab. And last time, guys, if I show you object was, there was no object, but if you click here, now this object automatically come. Let's say now, if you want, if this somebody click on this tab, which object to take this guy, I said dot form. Okay. Plus, guys, and normally they also show you one icon with this tab, so you can add a pre-created tab style as an icon. So this tab is more about form for banks and books. You can select what icon you want to add here. So for us, let me go for sealed. It's for safety. We can get anything. There's this icon. I think it is compulsory to have it, otherwise they might not allow. Okay, and maybe you can write a description if you want. Let me go next. I don't need it. Okay, again, the tab visibility. Who can see this tab? So let's say everyone can can see this app, all the team members or the department. But I want this tab is only visible if they are department of sales or marketing or maybe system admin. So who can see this tab? So guys, that every small bit you can control here, which type of user or roles and profile can see. So default is on for all, but you can just go and apply and select on and off. I don't want my contract manager can see this. Okay, so right now you can select, guys, nothing special here, but you can just go for all visible right now. But every bit granular level, you can control this part. Let me go to next. Here, okay, they're asking you that you have multiple apps, some app we provided to you, some app you have created, in which app you want to add this tab. Okay, so you want to add this tab in dot app or sales app and marketing app. So guys, one tab you can create and you can attach to multiple apps. Maybe some tab may be giving company profiles, so we can add in all the tabs. So here, guys, they can say include all, but if you see here, our app name also come up here dot. But other app also we can take. So right now you can go and select. So right now I'm going for by default again. So all that we go, this tab will come. Technically, in our purpose, I only need here. I just go and unselect and take this, but just to nothing to technical here. So just I want to select this. See, that's all. Now this tab is selected, and now this tab is a part of my app. Okay. Now one thing I want to show you before I refresh this page, this tab is come or not. So let me open this page only. Keep this page here. Let me open one more page. And what I'm doing, I'll go to my app manager where we had created the app. This is the app we have created. If I go to my edit part, and if you remember, guys, we guys already visited user profile where I add system admin, means me. I have power to see this app. That's the reason I can see this app. But there's one more thing, guys. That time I skipped. I haven't used. That is called navigation item. Okay, guys, click in navigation item. Okay, again, it is none of things selected. Okay, so what I'm talking about, nothing is selected here. If I refresh this page, again, guys, no item come up. So technically what happened, so guys, Salesforce, guys, try to design a system is very much modular way. Okay, they create this app separately. They create object, means form, separately. They create tab separately. Okay, now you have to choose which tab we want to add in which app. Okay, So they allow that everybody can use me. When I create the tab, so in the tab, guys, we allowed that who can use this tab. So, in some of the pages, I say anybody can use this tab. All the app can use this tab. Okay. But now app also decide they want to keep this tab or not. Okay. So for this, in the app that we created, go to navigation item. Okay. And if you search here, guys, whatever that tab you created, let me search for dot form is come up. So this name come up here. Okay. After this name come up, this option come up, save here, we can save. So technically we tell in our app also that in my navigation part, I want to see this particular form. Okay. That's what you have to say here. So again, I'm moving to, I'm going to 1 minute, my tab part. So this is the name of my object dot form is the name of my tab. And this name now is come in the navigation bar. Last time it was not there, but now it's come because we created. Now we selected, and I want this to be part of my navigation. So like modular, right? It means any other app also go and say, I want to also use this. But tab also should allow that they can use or not. So everything is cross verified and modular. Anytime you can drop, drop the things, add the things, move the things, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Okay. And save it. Now in the navigation item, there's a lot of tabs also there. Hook data is provided by Salesforce, guys. You can also add if you want to use edges or customize also. You can go there and copy paste also. But I don't add my own items or tabs here. Now, if I've done everything rightly here, now the part I missed by chance, I don't know, maybe possible. So you'll see this won't again come. But now if I show you here, by chance, it looked like I missed something. Oh, by chance. This also got a challenge because of the caches, actually, not of the things they added in the database. My system browser maintains some caches, so they won't reload some of the part, run multiple time, open a new tab and do it. Now you can see in this app, this new tab come up, this navigation bar come up. Or you can add also more navigation bar. So example, some calendar is already tab we had, we can add, or let me say, say something, maybe credit memos or dashboard or digital wallets, we can add. So this is not created by us, it's already there. So we added something already there, we added something that we have. Okay, so if I refresh, so in my navigation bar, 2 more items come up. It might take some time, or maybe if I refresh, open new tab, they should come out of that. These items also should allow me. So I have to go to this tab and check does they allowing this app or not. So to go and check, verify also, but maybe some of the app we have that normally allow. For example, there's a one, lot of we have, but there's a one, for example, opportunity. I think they allow. Okay. So if we refresh, again, that doesn't come up. It should come up maybe, but it come in a minute maybe. But let's focus on this part that we have created, but they will also come. One more thing, guys, before I go ahead, let me show you before I use this. Like if you see in the bottom, sometime in some of the app you see in the bottom, we have a note icon, we have a chat icon. Okay, so some of the more icons. So those are known as utilities. So in this app, we haven't select any utility. So we can also select the utilities here. There's no utility we have selected at the time of creating the app, but it's only for desktop only. In the mobile version, that doesn't support. And here you can add the utilities. For example, let me select the utility called recent items. So all the recent items we search and all the things will come up here. Or maybe we add one more utility, anything. Let me go with list view or history. maybe anything, rich text, for example. Okay, we can also add, change the size and height, and maybe add some here only only notes by dot. So we can customize everything. We can customize here. Now this app has now two utilities: rich text and recent item, only in desktop view. So if anybody go to this app from the desktop view, and so in the bottom you can see this two name come up. Okay, click here. This will come with this note, and you can add your further notes. What you want to add or recent item. I don't have a recent item because nothing is being searched or created, so there's no recent item. So we can add this functionality very quickly in this app to do it. So technically, this entire app we have created very simple facility we have, but we can keep on adding, and adding based upon the requirement. But now, if you go to this dot form, there's an option called new dot form, because this is a form actually behind the scene. Now, if you click in this form, this form come up, and you guys, this is the name we have given, name of the pack. There's icon I come up. This is the help we had written there, so help also come up. Okay, and let me use the name. Let's say Jack 123. Okay, and let's say it's just a form one. This is a metaphor field come up. We can also customize here. Okay, just a name. Okay, or let me use Jack only. Okay, and who are creating this information? So guys, say I am the part of the team member. So by some my name is auto come up because I log in my account. So me as a support guy in the company are the one who filling this particular information. Let's say you are sitting on your virtual data center, somebody call you and you can fill this information, and this information finally go to your setup. Done. So all this look and feel in the app auto come up, all them were created by time, everything come up. And if you click on the dot form, let me add one more. One more is a different things. One minute. So this name come up. Let me add one more. Let's say pop 123. Pop 123. Name of percent. Say two information come up. And now if you click on dot form, guys, this will come up. There's two information we have. We can go and search from here. We can go and delete and edit from here. Okay, we can import, export, load new. Okay, change, edit, change the view. So everything is pre-created. Otherwise, you ask your developer, take lots of time, guys, to click this look and feel and view everything they provide to you. But you have to tell us, these guys, what to do. And based upon this requirement, you can get new cases here. Again, you can submit these cases to some different team. They can work on this. So the very commonly used things, they will come to you. Recent items. Get the zero, maybe it might get to something. But these are things, guys, you can do. So technically, this is a very core example, basic example I explained to you. Motto was to make you comfortable with the Salesforce. Second motto is to give you vocabulary, what is object manager, field, tabs, apps, how to connect these pieces together, permissions, profiles. So this is a very common thing we we have to do. So that was the motto. So guys, this is one small task from us. I think, understand your requirement and try to get the app at multiple navigation bar by getting multiple tabs. If you use the tab already that is already exist, okay, if they don't allow, it doesn't come up here. We go to this one, they will add it there to allow. For example, these two come up. It takes some time, but one doesn't come up because I add two more offer permission. But now after some time, this auto come up. So this opportunity tab is created by somebody already. I just use it. There's a calendar tab. So right now there is no task assigned to you. If somebody assigns some task to me, if you're working on the collaboration, this task come to me, or if I have some task in progress, it will come to you with detail. So those things are there. So now I think it's very clear. how to create the app. So this app we created, everything we added, something we created, something we customized, something we add, it is already created. So I think you get the high level idea how app has been created in the Salesforce. Okay, take your time, guys. Create it, make it more crispy, more advanced. Add something, or I highly recommend, especially from the dot guys, especially the guy who are right now being added in the virtual data center of the dot. Just try to create this kind of app, right, with the team, so that rather than guys we getting data in our own website, we can, if this app been mature, we'll start circulating this app to getting the data directly in the Salesforce. So we can take this as a task, especially the earth dot guys, if they want to do. Otherwise, depending on the requirement, guys, just try to do practice at least here and then add more field to collect the information. Okay, so that's it from my side today. I told you guys I want to go to a little bit more in advance. So next week or next date, guys, will update you soon. They'll will invest at least 3 hours to go more in advance and more features of the Salesforce. We explore there and do something. I'll try to take guys to class in very basic level. From very basic level, I can say. Okay, so that anybody can and everybody can understand. Even though you have no technical knowledge, you can also understand how can we deal with this topic. Okay, so any questions, guys, if you have?